Hello, how are ya? I'm Sandra. I go by Sands or Sandra, and I am on the journey to becoming a social worker. Um, I really just wanted to make these videos, will start making videos so that I can give people information that I literally have been looking for and have not been able to find. So I'm hoping that this will reach people, and I'm going to try to be as consistent as possible when putting out these videos and just informing you guys. I guess I'll start out by telling you guys where I started out. I am a cosmetologist and a cosmetology instructor. I'm really just an overall artist. And what I notice whenever I'm with clients or friends is that I am really into like just talking to people and therapy. And whenever I provide services for my clients, it's really a therapy session. So that is basically how I came into this. I was like, well, I want to be a mental health therapist because, we all need a little bit of help. And whenever I thought about it, I was like, oh, okay, well, psychology, right? And I called around to different colleges and I tried to talk to different people on the staff, but honestly, they were not any real help. I tried to watch different YouTube videos and I started learning a little bit more about it. And it was cool. Like, it was cool to listen to other people and those who are already in the field. But as far as the journey, I haven't seen many videos about that. So that's where I'm at. And I guess I'll start with telling you guys I've been a cosmetologist for so many years. And then I became an instructor and have been an instructor for about going on 7 years or so. Yeah. And I have a lot of, I'm a professional student. Let me tell y'all that. I'm a professional student and I had a lot of random courses or whatever from community college, other colleges, and stuff like that. But I did like a lot of general classes because I wasn't really sure about where I wanted to go with my life. But when I decided finally at my big age of in my 30s that I want to pivot my career and provide more one-on-one therapy sessions that let me, ask some questions about how to become a mental health therapist. So I contacted the university that I could transfer my credits to, and I got their degree plans to see what courses that I could continue taking at the community college level because it's cheaper, and which courses would transfer over. So I'm in Texas, and the Texas Common Core, they have like a set type of courses that you can take that will transfer virtually into any other university in Texas. And so when I did that, I continued taking as many college credits that I could take in my community college before I transferred to University of Houston because I wanted to pursue their program. Now, when I was asking different questions about counseling and stuff like that, they really just made it seem like I could only do it with psychology. And when I started looking into those psychology classes, like I took quite a few psychology classes and I just wrapped them up this past spring semester after I transferred into U of H. So this semester, this past spring semester at U of H, it was strictly psychology courses. But I also had some elective courses to align with that degree plan, which I took a couple HDFS courses. So in one of my HDFS courses, I took with Dr. Jordan, and she is honestly amazing. I don't know if she'll see this at all, but I loved her class. I really loved her class. She talked about a bunch of different things, dealing with families and just learning. And I was so interested, and I'm not gonna lie, I was more interested in her classes than the psychology classes. I felt like this is where I needed to be, but I also still would talk to her. Like, I would wait after class, every class, and I would talk to her every class, after class, whether I had something to talk about or I didn't have something to talk about. I just loved talking to her and learning from her. I actually saw a bit of myself in her, and I'm just like, I can learn from her. So that's what I did. And then on as I was like learning more about mental health therapists and looking at the different options in the fields that you can go through, I realized that I really just don't want to deal with children. I have a kid and I like my kid, and I just like being able to talk to adults more than children. And so I felt like a lot of the psychology courses or psychology paths of career that I looked into were basically geared mainly towards children, adolescents, um, and I feel like it was more so just, one on one with the mind. And again, I just felt like I knew that my focus wasn't to work with children. So when I looked at that, and I saw that my options were a little bit limited. So because of that, I just kept like going and looking and was like, what's going on? What can I do? I know that I very much want to do mental health counseling, but I didn't want to feel like I was confined. As an artist, I am very much into a lot of different things. And I just felt like I didn't want to be and feel limited. So, somewhere along the line, social work came up, and I just was like, well, what's the difference? I see that a lot of times psychology and social work really go hand in hand. And so I brought up Dr. Jordan because in one of the sessions, and after one of our classes, I asked her about social work. And she said that she could see me in social work. She's like, I see that for you. I see that for you. And I was just like, okay. But again, I'm still looking to be in the mental health field. And I realized that there is paths in social work that led to being able to provide mental health counseling, which brought me to my choice of finally settling on the LCSW. So that is my journey. That is my path. That is what led me to that. Before, when I tried to ask different questions, I couldn't get answers. I tried to ask different people at the colleges because you guys are the ones that are preparing us for our careers essentially. So whenever I looked into that, I didn't get many answers, and it was very hard. It wasn't until I was in school, actually at a university, where I got more information. And I didn't get that from the hiring staff. I didn't get that from the people that are trying to get you into the college. I got that specifically just from being in class and asking my professors who are actually working in the field, who have had experience, who I could ask those questions and they could actually answer them for me. So I'm basically going to start trying to give more information to people so that you guys have the information that I didn't have. Thanks for watching if you got this far, because this is a long video.